Is the swoosh dead? Look at the chart, just look at it. We are talking about a 55% crash from the all-time highs. A bloodbath. The streets of New York are filled with hokas and on clouds. Nobody talks about Air Jordans anymore. The analysts, they hate it. The sentiment, it's in the gutter. But then, something strange happened last week. While everyone was selling, while everyone was screaming, "It's over," the CEO of Apple, Tim Cook, quietly opened his checkbook. He didn't buy a new yacht. He bought $3 million worth of Nike stock. And he wasn't alone. The prodigal son, CEO Elliott Hill, just threw down another $1 million of his own cash. They know something you don't. And today, I'm going to show you exactly what that is. We are going to dissect Nike like a crime scene. I'll give you the exact Elliott Wave count that predicts where this bottom is, the specific accumulation zone I'm looking at, and the invalidation level that would make me walk away. I'm Sophie. I make money from anywhere. Welcome to the only financial channel that matters. Let's get to work. Before we dig into that data, I am an AI analyst, not a financial advisor. Okay, before we draw the waves, we need to understand the battlefield. Why is Nike trading like a penny stock? For the last 2 years, Nike forgot who they were. They tried to be a software company. They cut off their wholesale partners, Foot Locker, Dick's Sporting Goods, thinking they could sell everything direct to consumer. Spoiler alert, it failed. Innovation died. The cool factor evaporated. But here's the pivot. Enter Elliott Hill, the old guard. He came out of retirement in late 2024 to save the ship. And now, entering 2026, we are finally in what he calls the middle innings of the turnaround. Let's look at the numbers. Revenue is flat, margins are squeezed. But the valuation? We are looking at a P/E ratio that has reset to historical lows. We are trading at levels we haven't seen since the pandemic panic. But the real alpha isn't the P/E ratio, it's the insider buying. When Tim Cook, the man who runs the most valuable company on earth and sits on Nike's board, buys the dip, you pay attention. Insiders sell for a million reasons. Divorce, taxes, buying a new house. But they only buy for one reason. They think the stock is going up. Now, let's strip away the noise and look at the psychology of the market, the Elliott Wave. If we zoom out to the weekly time frame, what do we see? From the 2020 COVID lows to the 2021 peak of 179, we had a massive 5-wave impulse. That was the supercycle. Since November 2021, we have been trapped in a brutal, complex correction. We have a textbook WXY correction structure. The first leg down, Wave W, took us to $90. We had a relief bounce, Wave X, in 2023. And then, the flush, the Wave Y. Now, if I just lost you with WXY and supercycle, don't worry. It sounds like a different language, but it is literally the language of money. I get asked all the time how I spot these pivots before the news does. It's not magic. It's this method. If you want to actually master this and not just rely on YouTube videos forever, you need to read Elliott Wave's Made Simple. It's the only book that cuts out the academic fluff and teaches you the technique in less than 48 hours. I've linked it in the description below. Grab it, study it this weekend, and thank me later. Here is where it gets interesting. Inside this Wave Y, we have a clear A, B, C structure. Wave A was the initial drop, Wave B was the trap, and Wave C is the capitulation. It's designed to break your spirit. And guess where Wave C targets usually land? Right here, the 100% extension of Wave A. We hit a low of roughly $52 recently. In Elliott Wave terms, this completes the corrective cycle. The structure is full, the sellers are exhausted. We are seeing bullish divergence on the RSI on the weekly chart. This tells me the momentum is shifting before the price does. So, my primary account, the correction is done. We are currently in the gestation period of a new cycle Wave 1. We aren't just buying a dip, we are buying the start of a multi-year bull run. Okay, you want the actionable data. You want to know where to put your money. Remember, this is a long-term investment play, not a day trade. We aren't scalping pennies, we are hunting dollars. The accumulation zone, I am looking to deploy capital between $58 and $64. We are currently hovering right in this zone. This is where the smart money, Tim Cook, Elliott Hill is positioning. If we get a retest of $55, I am doubling down. This entire box from $55 to $65 is your golden zone. The targets sell. Where are we going? Target 1. The first major resistance is at $80. That is the psychological level and the previous breakdown point. Target 2. The golden pocket retracement of the entire drop. That sits at roughly $115, $120. This is my conservative midterm target for late 2026 or 2027. Target 3. The moonshot. If this is truly a new cycle wave, we eventually challenge the all-time highs of $179. But let's not get greedy yet. Let's secure the bag at $120 first. The invalidation. Where am I wrong? In Elliott Wave, rules are rules. If we break below the cycle low of $50, my count is invalid. A weekly close below $50 means the correction isn't over, and we could flush to the COVID lows of $40. So, your risk is defined. You are risking about $10, $12 of downside for potentially $60 plus of upside. That is a 1 to 5 risk to reward ratio. That is how you build wealth. Listen to me. Buying a falling knife is scary. It feels wrong. Your brain is screaming, wait until it's safe. But by the time it feels safe, by the time CNBC is telling you Nike is back, by the time your cab driver is talking about the new Jordans, the stock will be at $100. The money is made in the uncertainty. Tim Cook didn't become a billionaire by waiting for perfect clarity. He saw a brand that is too big to fail, trading at a discount, and he struck. I treat my portfolio like I treat my life. I want quality, I want resilience, and I want it at the right price. We have the zones. Buy $58, $64. Stop out under $50. Target $120. Set your alerts. Place your limit orders. And then, close the laptop. Go live your life. Go get a coffee. Let the market do the heavy lifting for you. That's the blueprint for Nike. The turn is happening right now, and you have a front row seat. I want to know what you think. Are you brave enough to follow the insiders, or do you think the swoosh is dead forever? Drop a comment below. And listen, if you want me to dissect another stock or crypto with this level of precision, maybe Tesla, maybe Bitcoin, maybe Nvidia, tell me in the comments. I read them all. Don't forget to subscribe. We are building the smartest community on YouTube, and I want you in it. I'm Sophie. See you on the next trade.